meets this faith healer, and she has a session with him, and he has her sit down in a chair, and he tilts her head back, and then he pulls out a scalpel and he starts cutting right into her eye. Now, the woman, let's call her mother-in-law, because she's my actual mother-in-law, but we'll get to her in a second. First, let's talk about the faith healer. So the faith healer, his name's John of God, and this dude claims that his God or whoever will heal people through him. If he does his hocus pocus and touches them, of course he has no formal training in medicine. He's never been to med school. In fact, he dropped out of elementary school in the 2nd grade. But regardless, he considers himself a healer. And one day, he just decides to travel around Brazil and tell people, hey, look, I can heal you. And people fall for it. In fact, they're really into it. And over time, he slowly builds a following. And his following becomes so big that he eventually builds a spiritual healing center in the middle of this small town to accommodate all of his visitors.